Well, I'm going to be making beer soon, and you can read below why I chose to make beer and not distilled spirits. I kind of wanted to do that. I've been haunted by Columbus Arthur McGee, my ancestor who was a moonshiner, ever since I moved into this house. He built it, he died in here. I know he's in here. I feel him. I've had all these strange dreams. I've seen somebody carrying water through the front yard before. And then I sort of got struck on touching grains and making some kind of alcohol and using spring water for the beer when I finally decided on beer. Using real ingredients and kind of going old school just a little bit. I'm not going to be doing any sparging. You don't absolutely need to do sparging. My grandfather made beer and he didn't sparge. That's something people normally do with all grain beers, and it's a little more, it helps with your consistency and makes things a little easier, but I don't have all this money to get all this equipment and different tons to do different things in. I'm very limited in my budget. I don't have indoor plumbing, running water. And so that might be another reason I kind of decided to go old school. They've been making beer since 1700s or probably before that, I don't know, but not everybody back then had a freaking cooler that they could use for sparging purposes. Right now I'm waiting for the creek to go down because it's been storming a lot here, and the water is up really high and it's really muddy, and I'm waiting for that to clear off because I'm going to be using spring water. I can't even get to the spring right now because the water is up above the spring head. And so I'm just waiting for that to clear at this point. I've got most of the stuff that I need, and I'll be doing it really soon. I'll be pulling water from the spring and filtering it, and then it'll be purified even more as it cooks. I mean, I use that water all the time. I drink that water constantly without doing much to it. If it's stormy outside and I really need water and I'm low, I'll purify it. But most of the time I just filter it and it's okay. It's wonderful water. My family's been drinking it for 100 years. I just want to make sure it's very clear for the beer that I make. It's interesting to have to depend on the weather to make something to drink. You become so focused on nature and your mind takes on this whole different perspective entirely. It's a whole new energy all around as the days go by, especially here alone. It's a very internalizing kind of spiritual thing to have to depend on the weather. Sometimes I don't even feel like I'm living in this modern reality anymore. So anyway, that's what the holdup is so far. I'm just waiting on that water to clear up. Oh, and I'll be naming the beer after Columbus Arthur McGee. I think he had the coolest name. And it should be done and drinkable in time for fall. So that'll be cool.